Mic check 1 2.
Mic check 1 2.
All
Mic
right.
check 1 2.
All right. All right. All right. Checking in to make sure that everything is a okay. Why am I reflecting like that? Checking in to make sure that everything a okay. 1 2 1 2. You don't know how we do. Yep. Microphone check. All right, my people. Just making sure that everything in place as now as usual. When you have kids, right? You have to know that things will never remain how you left them. Yep. For those of you who are just joining, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Real Things Podcast. Look up on yourself. Blessings. Beautiful, beautiful Friday. Yes. Sometimes I say the days and I still have to go back and double check to make sure that it is what it is. Even though somewhere tucked away in my mind I know it has to be, but still I have to double check. In the meantime and between time, guys, as you're coming in, please remember to leave a like on the live as you come in. Yes, the moderator, big up yourself. Blessings and a beautiful Friday to you. Welcome once again to our Friday live link up. Big up yourself, super, super duper moderator. Anyway, guys, let us just thank the Creator for taking us this far. And say many of us never even make it to this point. So as we always do is we come out and we big up the Creator, lift up his name. You understand? Yep, that's what we do. Anyway, guys, you know let us just dive into our theme song. Before we do that, so we have to remind the people of certain things around here.
You don't know on the Real Things Podcast.
Mm, yep.
You're watching the Real Things.
Some people decide to rope in. So as in a rope in, thank you, no? Thank you guys for coming in. You know it goes. You know how it goes. I'm a little distracted because some things keep on doing some things that they don't supposed to do. Yep. All right, all right, all right. We're still gonna push through. No matter the weather, we are always gonna be together.
You're watching the Real Things.
It's what I'm gonna talk about. Yeah. Something happening around about here. So the phone fell flat on its face a few days ago, and it's clicking things that it's not supposed to. So it's working it by itself because I guess it's touching because of the cracks, some serious laceration all over the screen, and yeah, but we push through. We push through. We're pushing through. We're gonna push through. It is what it is. Let me just reboot this thing and we'll go directly into today's episode. It might be a short one because I think that some work will continue go on today. I'm rebooting my monitoring device, so work with me. As you come in, guys, please, please, please give the video a like, give the live a like as you come in. The minutes them clicking away in front of me. Hey, it's very hot. Super duper duper hot. Yo. When these gadgets go to malfunction, sometimes it's not funny. So what I'm going to do is what I'm rebooting and see if that will work because I'll need something to monitor as I do the live. So today we're doing iced coffee. Um, it's not even the way how the time is hot, right? It's not even cold, even though there's a chunk of ice inside. Not even cold. It's super duper hot today. Even though even though it's still a beautiful yeah, beautiful sunny day. Sunny morning actually. Yes, my people. Beautiful sunny morning. Um so we decide to do the iced coffee. I'm hearing some sounds outside. Let me try again.
You don't know on the Real Things podcast. Hey, yo!
All right.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Remember, guys, as you come in to leave a like on the live.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient. Hoping one day I blow up in the basement. Statement. The top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown. Keep my way in the be put down.
All right, my people. All right, my people. I see you guys pushing through. I see you guys pushing through. Don't forget that if you want to join the conversation, there's a link above with a phone symbol. Feel free to join me via Instagram. Your face will not be shown. It's just your voice that I would feed through the phone here, so nobody would see you. No, you understand what I'm saying? So feel free to join the conversation. Feel free to be a part. Today's segment of the podcast is called Friday Live Link Up. So we'll do just that. If not, we move. Any which way, let me just remind you that that link will always be there, um, because that's something that I'm promoting to have, you know, my viewers join the conversation because sometimes people have a lot to say and they would wish to join but they don't want to be seen. So I came up with that with that idea, um, to have people join via Instagram. Um, you know, you don't know. So, guys, without any further ado, I want to step into today's. It's 17 of us here watching, um, 14 likes. All right, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. I know that it's Friday. People may be busy, but it is what it is. We will push on through. This will remain here. You could watch later. Um, you understand? You know how it do. But while you come back and watch, please don't forget. Not to just don't skip the ads because that's how I get paid. Number one. Number two. Remember to come back on the front end and leave your thoughts on what you watch. You understand because that counts as interaction, not this live chat. You understand what I'm saying? So, people, let me just big up some people as we go on through. I see my sister Naya Langa. Big up yourself, big up yourself. I see the general. Let me go from top. I'm going backwards. What go on here, somebody? What go on, what go on? Some people reversing. Back up, back up, back up, my girl. Back up. All right. So, first and foremost, let me not forget Doreen. Good morning, good morning. The general again. Erica, bless up yourself. Carolee, more love, blessings every time. I said Naya, Karan, pick up yourself. And that's about it. For those of you who are on the outside watching, yeah, yeah, yeah. Blessings, blessings. Um, those of you who are on the outside, feel free to come on over, because remember, love is free. Love is free every time. So feel free to come on over. Trust me, I'm so hot I can't even keep my glasses on and the fan is on full blast. It's just a warm, extra warm morning. Love is free. Feel free to come on over and, hear your voice as long as you're respectful. Nobody now gonna trouble nobody else. So as long as you keep it clean. You understand? So, mm, no man, people, let me just do something about this because we can't deal with this heat here at all. Give me 1 second, guys. I am not gonna be dealing with this heat. Ooh, too hot. All right, my people, look more fun. It was just too hot. Jaja. A little bit better. A little bit better. Little bit better. I don't know. We'll have to work with that. You may hear some more noise in the background, but just work with me, guys. Just work with me. Can't deal with the heat, especially when you're getting younger. Mm-mm. And then to add more fire to that, I'm drinking coffee, a caffeinated beverage, pew beverage. I'm drinking coffee, iced coffee. So it's triple heat. You understand? Anyway, my people, see, I really don't like to pull this thing too close to me. Anyway, let us just dive into today's segment. Um, Friday Live Link Up. I've never seen this name, Tony Brown. I don't know if you've been here before and I missed it. Pick up yourself. Welcome. Please remember to keep it clean because when you enter, you notice that it says positive vibes only. Here we dissect, we analyze, we criticize, but in a healthy way, healthy enough. If somebody go wrong, we're gonna shake them up in a free own way. You understand? Not to demean, not to you understand, not to bring down the body, but just to correct them. That is what we do over here. So as long as you're on that side, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Anyway, enough of my shenanigans. Let us dive into today's podcast. I don't know how many of you watched Priska's video live. Actually, Priska did a live yesterday, and I want to address that first because it is what it is. And we've seen Priska on the streets of YouTube. Some of us fell in love with her, some of us will watch from afar, and you understand. But I personally expressed my sentiments over and over, towards this young mother who was, left alone at some point with the kids, and I sympathize with her daily. We've seen her struggles. We've seen her learned about her. We grew to love this girl from the days of Marwa, yeah, for the party, as helping around and around. We all met Priska during that time. We've seen her struggles, ups, downs, being hospitalized, dealing with health issues, and we know, especially when it comes to mental health, I'm an advocate for that because I understand it, to a particular level. As me say, we all go cuckoo. We all go cuckoo. Every human being will trip if it's even for a couple seconds in a lifetime. But when you are constantly faced with battles um, from people who you know and trust, and people who you think that would be there for you, people who you think that would should be protecting you, and all they do is beat upon you, batter you, chastise you instead of helping to guide you, to nurture you, to mentor you, they will tarnish you completely, rip you to shreds. Watching her yesterday on the live, it touched something in me. Listen, I was going through my own emotions, and then she came across the screen. I had to leave her. I had to move away from that because the noise inside my head was just too much. You understand? I'm human, just like any one of you guys here that are joining me. You understand? This is for me. I come to you just as I am. I'm gonna put on nothing. I add nothing. I give you me. Me. If you don't want me, you leave me just as I am. I can't fabricate stuff. I don't know how to fabricate stuff. So I had to put down that control, walk away, clear my brain space first. Like I tell you, I give things my X-ray vision. You understand? And I move away from her and I had to rewatch. I had to go back and watch it when my headspace was clear because it kind of touched me differently. At one point in time in my life, I was placed in certain situations, not by choice, but by turn of events during a particular chapter in my life. And I just listening to this young lady brought me back. You understand? So my message, to even the people that are around her and is supposed to help her to look out for herself and the kids. And yo, imagine you're gonna go to a single mother's house and steal, and you're gonna make sure that you're gonna take the tool that she uses to feed her family, her kids, and herself. You're gonna steal the camera, and allegedly it was sold to a YouTuber. Yabo say, what is wrong with you guys, villagers? Like, sometimes I want to tell myself this is all like a charade, it's a play. But when you think of it, if you should take a closer look at even your own environs, it's because nobody bringing them out. But all of us are connected to this place because it was brought to us. So we're connected in one way or the other. Be it that we watch them, or be it that we talk about, we analyze the everyday shenanigans. You understand? So we are all one little family, whether you like it or not. I've heard somebody come to the camera and say that people who are not from there, they can leave them and mind their business. But if we were minding our business, a lot of us would have been dead for hunger by now. I'm sorry to say it this way, but it is the truth. A lot. If a lot of us just minded our business, many of you would have been gone, banished. Nobody would have known about you because on the bones of the white rot someplace. So cool out. What I would agree with, though, is some part in Priska's life, she said that outside, like subscribers, there are some subscribers who are giving monies for the show. They're giving show money. So they're giving like the likes of the ones in the latest saga, like the Game 2, the Mogesi and the so on and the so forth. Those guys, like people, she never said that, but it is quite evident. And the Masubo and the likes. And we've heard, it's not that we're judging. Especially Masubo. Masubo came to the camera many times and said, thank you to my mom who has been supporting me. Da, 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 da. We've heard it with our 2 ears, many of us. Do you understand? So Priska coming down to talk you know, and defend the village in a way. At one point, I really didn't understand. I was a bit confused because then it sounded as if she was saying, you know, it came off as if she was saying, well, what they're doing, they have a right to do. But then as I listened carefully, she cleared it up. She said that it is the people who are injecting the money in the village is what is causing the chaos. And if take a look around, about what is happening. Now she came out to talk about her situation where her name was being called, and apparently she was being dragged into how would you say this now? she was being dragged into some kind of online saga. So they was talking about people um, showing nudes in order to get donations, and her name was called, as she said, her name was called, and it was stated that that is the reason why she stopped building because of whatever. It sounds so dumb. It sounds so low. It sounds lack of content. Like this person, I particular don't know who said it, but I've heard even the likes of Masubo said certain things before. You know they were always at it because Priska came out and shouted out some things before. But I don't know. I'm not here to point fingers. I'm here to say that these things should stop. People go to the river and then bathe how they want to bathe. If for that, they just keep bringing back these old crap. So Priska going to the river to take a river bath. That she doing her content. She never came out her bam bam nowhere. She did her bath. What's the difference? You are there tarnishing, sitting on your behind, tarnishing and fabricating lies, fabricating stories. At least she brought you the real true content, or the version, the content. She brought you content. What are you doing? Fabricating stories and demeaning people's name. Whomever it is that did it, and she was addressing them. I'm talking to you also because I know a lot of you watch. Some of you are subscribed because I go through, I do filter my channel from time to time. And the suspicious ones, if you notice my number go up and down, anybody who did they looking suspicious, I off with them. So my numbers will always go up, down, up, down. I take them away, I move them because I don't like zero subscribers, no image, dan. You got to go. And some kind of funny names. I move them. So I will normally audit my channel as long as I have time and you understand, I could do that. I do it. So I know what I'm saying. Some people even unsubscribe by themselves because of certain things what I say, which I know that it was coming. And you guys heard me said it before that. Look and see. Some people are gonna unsubscribe because they don't like the truth. And they did. Me not care. I don't care. I subscribe, I stay subscribed to who I want because I know what I'm doing. That film business. All the better. Anyway, we're not here to talk about subscribers. The only subscriber we're going to talk about is the fact that um, people are now crying that subscribers are tarnishing the village, are outsiders. They say subscribers, but I'm saying outsiders. But the subscribers of some of these YouTubers are sending money or contributing and boosting. They're boosting these people, boosting them in their behaviors. They're enabling the behaviors, or enablers of the behaviors, because when they do this thing and it sound good and they look good, they contribute and they give them and say, okay, do another one like that. I've heard so many versions of this kind of thing. It's sad though. It's really sad. It's really sad. And it's sad that people have to come to the camera to cry out. The other way around. Do not contribute. Imagine people will come and say, I'm asking you guys to contribute to the village because we need help. And now they have to say, people are coming out to say straight up, don't contribute. Sound funny, but it's true. Don't do it. If you know that they're costing, they're tarnishing other people. I mean, go and pay for Netflix now, $8.50 a month. If it's you one or maybe two people in the house watching, go pay that. Take that $8.50 or that $10, pay for Netflix and go entertain yourself. Or go pay for YouTube Premium and entertain yourself. If it's entertainment that you're looking for. Because the way how I'm seeing it is as if you guys want the story to go on. You want the shenanigans to continue. Come on, guys. Come on. How do you enjoy sweating away, walking in the cold, frost, Jack Frost all by your eyelash, them all over your nose, just to send money to tear down people who grew together, people who are even relatives? Because as simple as you look at it, look at Priska and Masubo when she had to even come out and said he needs to stop talking about certain things because they're related, yada yada blah blah. You know what I'm saying? back then when she came out first to the camera and said he needs to stop it because what he's doing, he's pretending as if nobody knows, but she's here to talk the truth. She had to back him up in a corner. So I'm saying all of that to say most of the times when you sending these money to boost them up, they're related in one way or the other. They grew up, they're very close. These people are neighbors. So don't mind, neighbor will always have contention at one point in time or the other because even family in the same house, it's human nature. Sometimes we becomes intolerable of each other and we just look at dogs. How they just fight and behave, and then when you hear from the shout, it's the same one eating out of the same plate, running up and down playing, or all of them chasing a stray dog or a dog from the street. And the same dog that was just fighting and ripping at each other, they will come in a pack and chase that dog that they don't know from down the road. So leave these people and let them thrive. Let them fight it out by themselves. Let them figure out what it is that the problems that they have within. Stop interjecting. Stop molest these. Not even molest. Stop fatigue these people to the point now where they have to come in and say this, and this. And oh my God, she even addressed the issue of moderators. Hey, this has been the latest trend in the streets of YouTube. That's why me stick with my Jamaicans and mostly. Yes. Too much cara cara. Too much cara cara. Guys, she spoke on the issue of moderators causing problems. Now, if you come to moderate the channel, and I, as the channel owner, will have to contact you and discuss certain things with you. Now, I particularly don't know what happened because even though she was talking, I was going back and forth looking after certain things. I don't know. My nose. Yeah, there's like a, I don't know, hair, skin. I don't know why people right here, and it itchy. Okay, so I particularly was not paying too much attention, but I heard clear enough for her to talk about the moderators. We've seen where even um, the other day, um, some people were dictating to Min Howie that she needs to get rid of the old moderators because they're now her enemies. People, me say, I had to laugh. I'm like, really no? No, sir. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. They're your enemies. People, they're the ones that bring it down your channel. Okay, so the moderators are causing chaos over the streets of YouTube too. It look like the moderators them need some channels for themselves. Murder. No, sir. Hey, moderators behave on themselves. I don't mean to laugh. But when it comes to a content creator having to come out and call out moderators and remove them, saying that they need to start over because the moderators making them, some moderators making their life miserable. No, sir. It's bad. It's really bad. I know from time to time, you shift things around on the channel, but you would when you notice that a moderator is inactive, that they don't come to the channel anymore, you remove them because I've had a few others that they don't participate in anything on the channel, and I had to physically go in and remove them as moderators because they're not active. And I don't know, they left without even giving notice. So I, as the owner of the channel, would have taken it upon myself, or I would advise any other. You understand? If you notice any other channel owners, if you notice that there are issues going on in the chat with moderators, like they're not getting along, or moderators just not coming, they're not active, then you can take action. But you take it after you consult them, even though sometimes you really don't know how to contact these people. You don't know how to communicate. It's just that you see them online, you trust them because they've been around, blah, blah, blah. For me, I try my best. I try my best to have at least a good, healthy relationship with most of my moderators because me no come from Karakara. And me no like the Karakara. I don't like the Karakara. You understand? So we just I'm just hoping that whatever it is that is really bugging Priska, whatever it is that is really happening, um, on her side, that she work on it quite fast and move on because when it comes to looking after your kids, looking after your kids and trying to balance a new beginning, trying to start over and to tackle this thing called YouTube to even make $100 before you can get a payout. It's not easy because most times in a village setting as that, the content is not going to be contenting. So I could understand because even I myself sometimes, if I'm here, if you notice, I will just shut off because if I don't feel certain things, it's not everything that I'm going to come here and talk about. It's not everything that I'm going to come here and critique. Some things you just let it go. You understand? I am beginning to think that even maybe as a blogger, um, they would probably have it easier than even me, who is a podcaster, because it is easy as a vlogger to take up your camera and do a day in the life vlog. So it might be easier for them than even for me. But I push through. But saying all of that to say that I know that it's not easy, and it would never be easy, as a content creator in a setting as Never Hansi, when it's just the same thing every day. You understand? And then again, people get frustrated when you keep showing them the same thing over and over. Look at Marwa. They will tell Marwa it's time to move, leave the village, and they're tired of seeing the villa, 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 villa. Hey, you guys are not really easy, You guys will, hey, finish people very, very demanding. So we're Priska trying to balance YouTube, demanding YouTube, a demanding life as a single mom, trying to be a boss for construction. It not gonna be easy. And then people breaking in her place, taking things. It's not gonna be easy. Plus, you guys now bullying the heck out of this girl to come to the camera and having to cry and telling people to leave her name alone because when you do these things, I'm gonna show you one two things that I'm thinking. Allow me to overthink. It's like I'm seeing a trend. These people will strategically attack everybody who is really like above, ahead, like building or getting help. There's this tragedy that I will deal with this one here because this one getting this. Let me deal with that one because I don't know if I'm mad. I don't know if I'm confused. But just allow me to overthink. Do you guys see this thing at play? They will go after these people as long as they're getting help. They go for them. And they try to tarnish the way how things are happening for these unsuspecting individuals then. I can't forget how they take off on Mayuguno. Even yesterday, I was watching something. This guy was so adamant and putting words. It's like he's using reverse psychology to say the things that he wants people to think about Mayuguno. Oh, you don't know this guy. This guy is dangerous. This guy will tell you that he will finish you. But no, this guy will tell you that he will finish you because you guys are bullying him, and that is his only defense. Even to the point where my Yuguno went to, not that I'm straying from what I'm saying, but I'm just, even to the point where my Yuguno went on with his camera to try to fix this saga that all begun on social media. He wanted to clear his name on social media because everything is being discussed there. This guy was just adamant. And the reason why nobody knows who's my Yuguno. And that's why Sergio had to get him arrested. I'm like, oh my, using reverse psychology. A lot of people might not even realize that that was the case. So he's using call words. He's a bad guy. He always tell people he threatens and he threatens, and the villagers are afraid of Mayugunu. And I'm like, yeah, but Mayugunu is not afraid of you guys. Ah, okay. How many times have Mayugunu came to the camera and cried? He did not know where else to turn but to social media where you guys were killing him alive. And he will cry, guys, please, I can't take the drama. I know you guys will hammer him, hammer him. But he's not supposed to defend himself, right? If that's the only way he knows how to, well, I am behind him. Because believe me, I sat here last week and watched this antagonist telling people, me, you guys don't know me. You guys don't know me. Let me tell you, I will come for you. And I'm like, yo, wait. So he forget that he was just a few days ago, he was telling people he will come for them. And he's not afraid of them. But Mayuguno is a bad person because he's saying this now. Hey, why we really forget quite quickly. We forget quite really. And why do these guys think it is okay for them to sit wherever they are and pass judgment? Oh, it's a reaction. We are allowed to react because you guys put your life on the. You guys try to put your life. You guys try to put your life on the line. You guys put your life on social media. So we have a right to. Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you. You guys need to stop it. You guys need to stop it. I'll be joined by the first caller. Let me just cue things up, and thank you very much for calling in. Let me just give me some time, and just give me some time. Hello, welcome caller. Hello. I'm not really sure. Check your mic if it's mute. If when you're using Instagram.
Oh, can you hear me?
Sure. I am. Hello and welcome.
Hello?
Yes, welcome.
Oh, I'm yes, I'm hearing you now, but you're kind of low.
Ah, okay. It's fine. I could hear you loud and clear. You could go ahead and speak because I am hearing you loud and clear.
Let me see. You sound very, I'm hearing you, but you're very, very low.
But you could go ahead and say what you have to say. You could speak because I can hear you and everybody else can.
Okay. All right. You know what I wanted to say is I appreciate how is it my Yugino
Yes.
went to clear his name, and I like the way he go about it because I was watching Mary's I was watching her video where she tried to translate what he was saying, and I appreciate the fact that he didn't want to speak with this young girl, even though they're from the same neighborhood. He didn't want to talk to her without the presence of her
Parents.
parents.
Yes.
Yes, because um, it, according to some of the negative reactors, is like he's maybe trying to intimidate her and stuff like that. But no matter what, as the Jamaicans say, damn you do, damn you don't.
Yes.
But the fact that she came out and she said no, you understand me, and it bothers me how these grown men are using this young lady to get donation. You understand? And anybody that connected to Mara, they try to. I think they're trying to blame other men just to take the distraction off them. They already know what's going on in the village. To me, I think whatever is happening is been happening for a very long time. That's what the village is all about. But they try everything they can to bring Mara down, and it's not working. So this is their next move. And you see they start turning against each other already because they know what they're doing. It doesn't make no sense.
Yes.
Because today you're blaming somebody, tomorrow it's another person, it's another person. But these young girls, especially the one that they say have a daughter, anyway, the first one that they brought out.
Right.
I just don't like how they're using her, because let me tell you something. Somebody need to let her know that whatever they put out on the YouTube street is there forever. You understand? And I noticed her body language when she was talking to that big guy who came to clear his name.
Yes.
You know, there was no shyness there. So
exactly.
when she started to act like that towards Mayuguna, I was like, where is the shine? Why the shyness all of a sudden? You know, and I mean, come on, I don't condone no grown man to abuse any whether minor or adult.
Exactly.
Anybody can be sexual abused.
Exactly.
I do not condone that. You understand what I mean? I know there are perverts out there.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
Right.
I don't condone that. But when you're going to go and take this young girl from out of her home and bring her on the internet without her parents' consent, without her parents present, that is wrong. Because she don't know any better.
But they're saying that she has a YouTube channel. They're saying that she has a YouTube channel.
And every time they brought her on the forefront, she advertised her channel. You understand? Because when she was talking to Mayubuno, that was the second thing out of her mouth. And she even spelled it out so you can go and subscribe to her channel.
Because of my suggestion to that part of it though, because of the mentorship that she got, the advice that she got from the other guys with like Gintu and the likes, you know, it was yes, it was told to her that if she, because I heard it, if she behaved, remember at one point in time he even brought her to the camera showing her in a dera, in a long dress, and saying that she needs to stop wearing skimpy clothes, bathing in the river and the likes, or else, tell me who is fooling who at this point, or else she will not be supported. Who is fooling who? No, at this point. Who is intimidating who at this point? So you see where the tables are now turning. They're saying that others are intimidating them, but they themselves are doing even worse, because with the promise of money, they're luring them to the cameras. Do you understand now my title and my thumbnail? They're luring them to the cameras with the promise of donors and money. That if they come to the camera, speak this way, behave this way, they will be supported. So who is fooling who at this point? I beg you, please. It's not making sense. It's not making sense. And this all of this begun out of vendetta. Remember, Gintu was the one who masterminded the entire thing.
Yes.
When he started off, when he realized he was thrown from the villa, and he could no longer he began to throw tantrums, 3 4 5 videos per day jumping, and then it evolved. I did this some days ago in the last live that I did. Then all of this, I explained all of this evolved into the Ponzi scheme, where they would bring out young ladies, let them say things that maybe are so or maybe aren't so, but these things has no place on the camera. This is where I take issue with this. These things are not supposed to be even spoken about by them. It's the parents. Where are the parents? They need to be held accountable. Why didn't well if how is it that these young men have these young ladies dragging them here and there? Vulnerables. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, as you mentioned, parents, poverty is not an excuse for parenting. And I remember when I saw a video where someone was showing where one of the young girl, where I don't know if it's the same one, where she won the dancing contest
Yes.
at the villa.
Yes.
And she got the money. And the mother came when the mother heard that she got the money, because her excuse, the little girl's excuse was she need the money to go to pay for her school
fees.
And the mother came to collect the money from her.
Wow.
And she was hiding in Mara's house. And when Mara heard that she's there and her mother came for her, Mara had to tell her to leave.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And that was the right thing to do.
Exactly.
Which means he's not hiding anybody underage child in his house.
Right.
And the young lady who was hiding her, I think she put out a video and said she was the one that was hiding the young girl, because the young girl, I think they said live with I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they said the young girl lived with her grandmother.
Yes.
And not the mother. But when the mother heard that she won the money, she came to collect the money. So it's just to show you that she didn't came to protect her daughter. She came for what the daughter got. You understand me? So if you have your child, your little young girls out there doing all of these things just to get money, so just for you to take it from her, how does that look? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And poverty does not prevent any parents from teaching their children morals.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with that. And it was brought to my knowledge that you don't need money for school like that unless you're going to take like an exam or something.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think
I don't know. Maybe I heard wrong, but that's what I it was brought to my attention. It's not like they're going to a school where every month or so they have to pay school fee. It's only like when they're getting exam. You understand what I mean? But the problem that I'm having with this is how they're using these young girls, because if you want, I see one of the negative reactors saying that she's bringing awareness. First of all, if you want to bring awareness, that is not how you bring awareness. You understand what I mean?
Right.
You don't, like up the line, do this, no. I'm blaming the wrong set of people. Anybody attached to Mara, they're perverts.
Yes.
Jamaican uncle who is an elderly man. He's a husband. He's a grandfather. He's a father. He's a respectable businessman. It was his dream to visit Africa. He made promises when he was leaving Africa, and he returned to fulfill those promises. And what you heard? I heard that one sitting in her corner, claims she's a Jamaican with her lipstick look like so thick, looking like a hand-me-down doll. Saying Jamaican uncle is a pervert because she have experience where, and I'm very emotional. I'm very upset.
Right.
Because that could have been my dad she's talking about.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And you're going to say this man is a pervert because your family member abused you. You're coming from a place. Your comment is a place. Your video is based from a place of hurt because your family member touched you inappropriately. You want to say Jamaica, it's like you categorize all Jamaicans like that.
Wow.
So you're saying Jamaican uncle is a pervert. Where's the proof? You sit there in Brooklyn in your little corner.
Wow.
How do you think this man is a? How do you think his family feel? Because what? He's attached tomorrow.
I noticed also there's a type of rejoicing whenever like like people feel like one person, for instance, when Gitriba was arrested, there was rejoice, there was
Oh
like
yes.
everybody was rejoicing, and I'm like, wait, is that going to fix the problem really? Like the problem began way before Marwa's situation,
Of course.
way before Marwa's party. The problem began way before Gitriba was around Marwa. So it appears, I mean, I always say, and I always make this disclaimer, what I'm doing here and what I'm saying here has nothing to do about me, because they have this saying, oh, we are worshiping Marwa, Marwa fanatics, and Marwa ass kissers, and a whole bunch of something. But that has nothing to do with Marwa. The morals of these people needs to be worked on. The cultural practices of these people with the gossip, the behaviors, the way how they send, how the kids are sent away to homes. Let me tell you something. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
never began. It's not in Africa alone. My mom was sent to a place to work at the tender age of 12.
Exactly.
And we all know what happens when you're alone and people, adults, are away and not paying attention. So these things never, it's not Marwa's problem. Yeah? It was never. It is for the government, the leaders, the fact that the leaders who sit in their jackets and the suits coming out on social media. I don't know how you're gonna hold a seat in an office and you're on social media every day creating reaction videos. It is for the
Exactly.
youths, the leaders of the youth, the likes of Max One and whomever. It's the village, the chiefs. Now they're saying that all the chief does is drink alcohol.
I'm telling you. I'm telling
You
you.
understand? And then when you talk,
Yeah.
when you talk, they're telling you go mind your own business in your own country. We do have our own business to mind in our own country. And the fact that you guys were introduced to us, you're also our damn business too. Period.
Remember, she came out with the same guy who started all of this. And it looked like they had, you can see that they prep her, and sometimes she don't remember what to say. You can see that she was coarse, because I remember this when she came into his video at one time. She said, she was sorry, because it looked like he put it in her head and the parents' head that that they'll get contribution for her. So she came out and she said, "Oh, she lied because she lied about the baby being 4 months." I think they're watching you.
I don't really. I.
She said they told her, I don't know who's they,
Mhm.
but anyway, they told her to lie about the baby being 4 months
Wow.
because the person wouldn't give her the job to work in the field or something like that. And I'm like, 4 months, 2 months, what's the difference? What is the difference? Don't the same people that she's working with, they know her from the villa. They know when she was pregnant. They know when she had that baby. So you're lying about that. So why should we believe anything else that you say?
Now this
You understand?
morning,
The one thing I don't like a liar. I don't care how young you are, how old you are. I don't like a liar. You understand what I mean? And if she know who the father is, maybe she don't, I don't know. But every nowadays when she come out on a video, I know who the father is. She know, and everybody. You notice everybody video these days is the truth. Oh, the truth reveal the truth, and all of them is nothing but a lie.
when it comes to that situation, because of the sensitivity of it, I choose to not go in. The only thing I
Exactly.
ever said about that young lady was, Ginto, stop. You remember I did a live and I obscured her face on the thumbnail, and I said,
Yeah.
Ginto, stop exploiting minors for views. That was the closest I got to that. Now, in thing about her age and her body, being a minor. I saw a live video maybe about a few hours ago with the brother Ernesto and Mogesi, and one of because the subscribers are harassing them, letting them know that they are liars, and asking straight up, we demand the age of this girl. This is most deepest I'm going to go about this whole thing. They were asking the
Wow.
age of this girl, demanding the age of this girl. Eh? And he was meandering. First, they asked him his age. So they were trying to pair his age versus hers. Who follow who? Well, he he didn't want to say. He didn't want to say, but in the end, he came, oh, maybe she's like about 18. That's a lie. Because they know that she's more than that. And I will leave that right there because I don't have proof. I'm just saying. But the way how he was responding to the pressures, he just gave in. But you could tell that it was a lie for them to just get off his back. It's a lie.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
plan that they devised has now backfired because after luring the young lady to the camera, the vulnerable to I still will say vulnerable to the cameras, with the promise
Yeah.
of money and
Yeah.
support. So with the promise of money and support, said that, oh, I was promised my sponsored, I would be sponsored if I do this and this. And I'm like, wait.
Wow.
I'm like, wait. So no, what's the difference between
Wow.
that and what Gintu is doing? No, wait. What's the difference between that and what Gintu and Mogesi is now doing? Is there any difference? It was promised. She was being promised, lured to the camera to say things with the promise of monetary donations and school support.
That is
I leave
crazy,
that
man.
right
That
there.
is
So
crazy.
I would leave that right there. Let them fix them business. Let them fix them
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it was all a plan. Whatever it is that is going on with Gitriba, nobody knows. And time is the master and the orchestrator of all. I am not here to condone
Yes. Yes.
no
Yes.
behavior of anybody. Do you understand? So let
Yeah.
the law deal with it. Let the DNA, the semen, the this, the that, let them deal with it. We are right here as long as God give me health. Others, these people, some of them are related. They grew up village. Stop
No.
it.
You. You know what I think? What some of these YouTubers maybe don't know is that I don't know Mara. Never met Mara. I never met Dee. I've never met any of them. But when it comes to people who work work hard, not shy away from work, they're not doing anything illegal or stepping over anybody to reach where they're at. I'm with that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
When they don't understand each person that Mara put on his channel and help them to grow their channel. You know how much money they would have to pay another YouTuber for that?
Exactly.
They get it done for free. Some of them leave there monetized. People take a year, 2 years before they're monetized because they don't get enough subscribers
I
or enough
started I
views.
started this channel in January, and it was only a few months ago. Only a few months ago that I reached the mark. So let them stay there. Some people it took years indeed.
And Mara haven't charged anybody. Mara did it for free. And to see that, because a lot of them is jealousy and greed, because they think that they can reach where Mara is.
That is
You don't have to do anything. You can just sit and you put out a video and subscribers gonna send money to you. So you Dee and Mara. But you can show your village, show your lifestyle. People will watch that. You know, you put in what you do, your daily, what you do daily and stuff like that. Let get to subscribe people to you, draw people to you. You understand? But you want to sit and you want to come and you want to lie. You want to use these young girls because they're vulnerable. You understand me?
right.
Because they're poverty will allow people to be vulnerable, and when you're vulnerable, people come and they take advantage of you.
Yeah,
They take advantage of your vulnerability, and
yes,
is,
and it kind of also leave you being gullible, you know, for the ones who will take any and anything just to do any and anything. Yeah, yes, yes, gullible, anything.
yes.
So you'll find people taking shillings just to diminish the other. It doesn't matter, their own family. So I learned this morning from the live. I don't cut you. I learned this morning from the live from Ernesto. I was watching that his parents is now probably giving him the boot because he's not behaving. And I think they need to do the same thing with Mogesi too. I think his mom needs to do the same thing too, because how can you have? I think the argument was that why did he, have time ago?
Exactly.
They should have stepped in. So maybe somebody educated them as to what he was really doing, because these people are not on social media. It was just like this morning I was watching something. There's this lady that I don't know, she's a YouTuber in Nyabohansi. I think she's staying where by the Airbnb that Paris, not Paris, Minhawi and them, whatever she has the Airbnb, she's staying there. And I watched this lady asking Congrats that some questions.
Wow.
I ended up, I was shocked. I mean, the question the lady was asking was so direct. Like, no, I had to ask, lady, who sent you? Who sent you? Was the land being paid for? How much did they pay? I'm like, no, no, no. This is serious. Why? Why? What the hell is wrong with these people?
Wow.
What is wrong with these people? So I'm saying all of that to say, because Congrats dad is not on the internet, so he's like being there vulnerable, being the innocent person. He's kind of nice. He's answering her because she's welcoming. So he's responding to her, not knowing that he's creating more damage than anything else. And in a case of the young vulnerable young woman, it most likely that was why these young boys was left to drag them on the internet like that, because the parents knew not what was happening. They didn't have a clue of what was happening. When I saw the video with Congrats dad responding to this lady's question, when you don't do these things, you don't answer these questions on camera like that. It's your personal business. Anything financially is your personal business. And then this is on the internet. Can't lie because he paid 50 something thousand Kenyan shillings for this land, about 500,000. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
It's very sad, but to me, maybe I'm wrong, but as far as what I see, maybe I'm wrong, but as far as what I see, it all boils down to greed. And they will go at any length. They will do anything, and that's why they went for this young girl.
Yes.
And try to put things into her head.
Yes.
You come out, you say the baby is 4 months. All of a sudden, you come back because somebody refused to help you. You come back, say the baby is 2 months. Come on. Come on.
And in an event that things may have happened, because we know that young people do promiscuous things, you behave in promiscuous, reckless ways, things may have happened. Things may you're going to use that as ammunition to pummel your brother man who welcomed you with open arms, and just because you've been misbehaving and you were told to not do certain things, and you find that you cannot enter back beyond the gates because you was being disobedient. So you're going to try everything to tear down everybody that was around him, because it's they who carried news on you and the others. So you're going to tear them down because you can't get back at him. You see the master plan. And then when we speak this way, people call us Mara's ass kissers and all kind of things. I don't care one rat's ass kickers. Mm-mm. It is the truth that is laid out in front of you.
They live in the village and they know we don't live there.
Exactly.
But all of them know the lifestyle of the village and what goes on.
Sure.
We are only viewers of
Right.
the village. But as far as we can see, is that they're taking advantage of these young girls. Let me tell you something. Yep. Sexual harassment, sexual abuse is happening all over the world, not just in Kenya. You understand me? But what bothers me is how these young guys, before they go out and find jobs, They're using these younger because they know when the money comes, the money is coming to them. Prove this is the person that's going to take action. Oh, child protective service. First of all, from the found out that she's pregnant and been going to doctor's appointment and giving birth. Child protective service. There should be a social worker working with
Thank you
her.
very much.
Anybody to go to jail. She would have to at some point let them know who did this to her. You understand what I'm saying? So when they're coming on with all of these things, first of all, as what I think it was you mentioned in one of your videos, they should block this young girl face out.
Yes.
But they didn't block her face out because it's something that they used to. And why would they even block her face out? She have a channel. So why would they even block her face out? But what nobody is
in terms
telling
of the
her
context,
is that whatever is out on the internet is
yes,
gonna come back to haunt her.
due to the sensitivity. Block,
you know, on in life.
block her face due to the sensitivity and the fact that we're not sure. It's if you're gonna host them on your platform, that is how you're gonna take. Whether they have, let them be responsible for their own content channel. But on your platform, I wanted to show the world that they're only over here pretending on camera like they're here pretending on camera like they're this, and this. They're taking your money, but this is what they're doing. But then what are you doing? You're taking people's money same way and doing even worse because you're tarnishing the future of these kids by putting these things out there. And then when they mature into beautiful women and should have their husband, and then they become more wiser. Internet is at their hands fingertip, and they begin to see these things on the internet. What's gonna happen?
But you know
Oh
what?
no,
I
I
have
don't
a
want
question.
you.
One of the questions that I would like the answer for is everybody know for you to have a YouTube channel that you're not even making any money off. I don't even know if she's monetized. And whoever encouraged her to open a YouTube channel. First of all, we all know you need money to pay for internet service. Who's paying that bill for her?
Well, the fact that they already had a YouTube channel in the home, because I think Ernesto said that he had a YouTube channel, and he gave it to the other one that is called Gitanita. When Ernesto had to go to school, he gave Gitanita his channel, and Gitanita monetized the channel. So they already have things how they link up things. Things were working. They would buy a little bundle, upload, and there's a place at the marketplace that they might can also go on and upload their videos. I don't know. I'm saying things that I don't know because I've seen David Jr. on the side of the road saying that it has faster internet. And also remember that Mr. Big Bad Bully Gintu said that he has all the passwords for all the internet, even the one in Mara's room and the one in.
Yeah, because he think no, but you see, he's just saying that because Mara is not stupid. Mara already know that yes, he want a part, but he doesn't know password can change.
And then again, before I forget, I think Mogesi had access. I think somebody purchased an internet Wi-Fi back for Mogesi because I remember I saw him unboxing that. So I guess they would capitalize on all of that, because remember it's one set in there. They're related, and you know how the works go. So they're gonna do them thing, how them do it the best. But it's really a sad story. I'm over hour.
Yeah.
I'm over hour. It was really a pleasure having you here. I hope that you covered all that you wanted to say.
Yes, it's always a pleasure.
I'm telling you.
And thank you so much for having me, my dear.
You are so welcome.
Keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you so very much.
Okay,
I'm
love.
just yes. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Okay, you too. Bye bye.
Yes, guys. So that was that. I hope that we could actually find some closure. You know, like not even we, those guys, all of them as villagers. I hope that they could find some closure in all of what is happening in Nyabohanse, because it out here it don't look good. It does not look good, and people are going to back away. People are going to back away from what is happening, if even if they are to get help. That is what I'm trying to say. I'm getting a little distracted. If they are to get any kind of help, right, people are going to think twice. People will think twice because what all the shenanigans, all the lies, fabricating stuff. I'm not going to sit here and say that things never happen, which we all know in any setting that has living and breathing human being. There will always be people cornering, people taking advantage of other people. This is a new story. This is not a new people were always been taken advantage of. The vulnerable. The vulnerable has always been taken advantage of. So this is not new story. This is not really like anything new. Yeah, it's not anything new. So, for me, in closing, what I would like to really emphasize on, what I would like to emphasize on, to all of you guys who just joined, welcome, 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 or joined while I was, on the phone. Welcome and thank you for being a part of the podcast today here on our Friday live link up. We would love to do this more often where you will call in if you're familiar with Instagram. The link will be pinned in the description and you can join and be a part of the conversation with whatever trending topics. As long as you're familiar with it, you can join and be a part of the conversation. I want to take this time out to thank all the moderators also. Big up yourself, Bless Jam, Yvonne, blessings, big up yourself. Maria, welcome, welcome. What is happening here on the streets of YouTube. Remember, we are all one family. See all of this thing that is happening, and it is designed around a takedown. It is a vendetta. I keep saying this, and people keep, directing it back to something else, like we're shading anything that is happening. No, you can never. And you don't take advantage of vulnerable people. You don't use your positions to take advantage of vulnerable people. No, no, that could never be right. But when you sit aside and you watch how the way how these people are behaving, cornering, dragging innocent people out to the camera to do and that is not going to fix it. The root cause is what we need to look into. And the leaders, the ones who is responsible for the youths in the community, take action quick and fast. You understand? That is what we are saying here. Not that we're kissing nobody's ass. Wrong is wrong. And I'm saying all of that to nail it right back to you, back to sender who is saying that we're here to kiss ass. No, that's not the point. The point is stop bringing these bloody things here on the streets of YouTube. They don't belong here. They don't. If you want to have your village shenanigans, keep it in the village. That's not, this is like a different breed of content creation, which is tearing down, it is defaming the art of content creation. It is. And when you look at the hard work of the others, the ones that brought it there to the village, brought the idea to the village, it pains to really stand by and watch you guys single-handedly tear each other down for no damn reason. Mogesi was somebody who we all loved and cheered and hit me one clap, licking on my head with a piece of board. Eh? With your attitude and your action. I heard him, oh, if you don't like it, if you guys don't like it, well, then come off the channel and don't come here talking for me. Like, look at you. Look at you. I'm getting to learn as I age, as I go. Here is that most of the time, when you are to move to another level, when you are to move to another level, some of the people that you had with you, don't genuines. You have to shake. They're gonna come off. They're gonna fall. Them have to fall off. You have to shake them off. Yeah, you have to shake them off, so your burden don't be that heavy. So all of this that is playing out in front of us, I trust that you did enjoy this podcast. I trust that you can, take something from this as we move into the weekend. Big up on yourself. Please remember to leave a like on your way out if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to leave a comment. Just drop your thoughts on the front end of the comment section. And I really do hope that you enjoyed this segment of the podcast. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.